welcome back. Look at this storybook. It's called The Bunny of Bluebell Hill. Look at, see that's where, see the hill he lives in? And those are called bluebells. It's a pretty little flower. Why do you think they're called bluebells? Look at, they look like bells, but it's actually a flower. So it's called The Bunny of Bluebell Hill. All right, I'm going to read you this story. It goes like this. It says, can you guys see okay? All right, it says, at the top, let's get you to see the pictures too. Can you see okay? All right, here we go. At the top of Bluebell Hill, there was an old oak tree. And underneath that oak tree, there was a bunny. It was a very nice burrow with 4 little rooms and bluebells growing by the front door. But Bunny didn't like it. Wonder why. I am bored with this burrow, said Bunny to herself. I'm tired of walking up and down this hill. I'm fed up with being hit on the head by acorns, and I'm very, very bored with bluebells. I want an exciting new home. So without further ado, she set off to find herself one. She doesn't like her house. So look at, she's going to go find a new one. Ooh, Bunny's friend Squirrel took her to see his high-rise treehouse. But Bunny didn't have a head for heights, and her big paws just weren't meant for jumping about from branch to branch. I'm sorry, Squirrel, said Bunny. I think I need something a little closer to the ground. Boy, that was nice of him, though, to offer, right? Just not for her, not her thing. All right, let's see what happens here. Well, the next animal Bunny visited was Badger. Ooh, look at him. Ooh. And he lived in a mossy bank in the heart of the old forest. It was dark and still among the trees, and there weren't many passerbys, which was just the way Badger liked it. But it's too quiet for me, said Bunny. She's a little picky, isn't she? Too quiet for her at Badger's house. What animal is that? Did she come up with next? Do you guys know what animal that is? If you like company, why not try living by the river? Suggested Otter. There's always lots going on down here. But Bunny only had to take one look at Otter's houseboat to know that it wouldn't suit her. It's much too wet here for me, she wailed. Then what about the meadow where Field Mouse lives? Suggested Otter. Ah, the field might be a good place. Field Mouse seemed happy. Look at him. Or her, it looks like, huh? Field Mouse seemed happy living in the meadow, but no matter how hard she tried, Bunny just could not get comfortable there. For a start, there was no shade anywhere, and when the sun beat down, it was very hot. And the pollen from the poppies, these are called poppies, pollen from the poppies was extremely sneezy, and the wheat stalks were scratchy. So that was no good either. It does look a little bit scratchy, doesn't it? What is Bunny going to do? What about Owl's house? Suggested Field Mouse. Owl lived in the loft at the old barn, and it was certainly dry and very clean, but there was something wrong with that too. It's just too drafty, said Bunny. Would she ever find a new home? What do you guys think? Is she going to find a new home? Ooh. In the shadow of the mountain, the little rabbit found an empty cave. It was slightly gloomy, but at least there was lots of space. She thought it might be just the place until she heard a rumbly sound. A low, grumbly, growly sort of sound. And then she realized it was Bear's house. And Bear snores too much, said Bunny. I couldn't possibly live near him. Ooh, that would make me a little nervous myself. Bunny was about to give up looking when she came across a smart blue door amongst the twisted roots of a chestnut tree. This would be the perfect place, said Bunny to herself, but something seemed wrong. The place had a funny smell, a frightful, foxy sort of smell. Suddenly, Bunny felt very afraid, and she ran away as fast as she could. Oh my, look who's in there. Whose house was that? Foxy. And what does Foxy like to eat? Maybe a little bunny snack. Look at that. Well, Bunny ran and ran past the barn and the field, the river and the forest, all the way back to Bluebell Hill. She ran up the hill, past the bluebells and the oak tree, and straight in through her own front door. Bunny looked around at her little burrow. It's not too hot and it's not too wet. It's not too quiet or too noisy. In fact, it's the perfect place for me, said Bunny happily. And so it was. Look at that. It says, home, sweet home. She realized that she just had the best place ever where she lived. There we go. That's the end of the story. Isn't that nice? It's called The Bunny of Bluebell Hill. Let's start up with some counting. I heard that somebody wanted to count by twos today. Well, we're going to get to counting by twos, but first we're going to start counting by tens a little bit and fives, okay? And also ones all the way up to 100. Once we get those things mastered, then we'll start working on the twos, okay? But right now we'll start working just with counting by ones, all right? So I'm going to use my knees. Do you guys see my knees? I'm going to just poke my knees up right there. You see them? All right, here we go. We're going to crisscross today. All right, let's start with the number 9. So we go 9, then what? 10, 11, 12, 13. How about all you boys out there? Start counting from round. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. How about you girls? Start counting. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Boys, it's your turn. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. Girls, it's your turn. 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. Everybody's turn. 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48. Girls, you ready? 49, 50, 51, 52, 53. Boys, let's go. 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. Excellent. And counting by tens? Like using those 10 fingers. Here we go. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Perfect. And how about counting by fives? Oops, not 10, 5. Go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. Whew, Mrs. Wall is out of breath. All right, so today we're going to be working on a couple different things in your math packet, okay? We are going to be working on, some of you have been working on the missing number that's in the middle. Well, today we're going to be working on what is one more than a number. Okay, so one more than a number. So let's say that, well, it's Easter weekend, right? So I know some of you guys might be looking for Easter eggs. So if you guys do that at your house, maybe you'll find 6. But then all of a sudden, you look over in the chair and there's one more. So if you had 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you got one more egg, how many would you have? You're right, 7. You'd have 7 eggs. All right. And then sometimes you get a little candy or little treats inside the eggs. So let's say somebody found 8 jelly beans. Okay. 8 jelly beans. And then you opened up another egg and there was one more jelly bean. So if I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 jelly beans, and then I found one more jelly bean, how many jelly beans would I have? You're right, 9 jelly beans, okay? So we're going to work on that for a little bit. So let me go ahead and grab something here. I want to show you something I found, okay? I have got this hat, lovely hat here. Okay, I've got one hat. Does it fit? It kind of fits. All right, you guys see it? I think it's from Joshua Tree. Can't really see. Anyway, so here's my hat. I've got one hat. Now, what if I went to the hat store, or I went to my closet, and I found one more hat? Okay, how many hats would I have? Right. There's my, now I've got 2 hats. Okay, now I've got 2 hats. Well, the question is, what's one more than 2? Well, I could put up 2 fingers, and I've got 1, 2, one more, you just put up one more finger, and that would be 3. 1, 2, 3. One more than 2 is 3. And you are exactly right. I've got 1, 2, 3 hats. Now what if I had 3 hats and I get one more. I found one more. Okay, so then I could always count 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I got 4 hats. Take a look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4 hats, right? And so what if I had, can you still see me? There we are. What if I had 4 hats, and then Miss Wall found one more? How many would you have? 4. Okay, 4, and I get one more. How many hats is that? You're right, I have 5 fingers. That would be 5 hats. So I got 5 hats. What's one more than 5? One more than 5 would be 6. See, you guys got really smart over there. Okay, 6 hats, and they're still like top on there. I feel like they're getting heavy. I had 6 hats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hats. Okay, so I have 6. What if I got one more? How many would I have? 7 hats. You're right. If I had 7 hats, 5, 6, 7 hats, I get one more hat. How many hats is that? 8 hats. Oh boy. If I have 8 hats, okay, 8, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I get one more hat. What's that number that comes after 8? 9. That would make 9 hats. And I couldn't find any more. I had 9 hats. I couldn't find any more until I went to Kevin's closet. You guys ready for this? I went to his closet and I found one more hat. If I went to Kevin's closet, I found one more hat. How many hats would I have? I had 9. 9 and one more would be, guess what? 10. See that? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hats. And then I couldn't find any more, so I went to Kevin's closet and I found one more. And now I've got 10 hats. They're about ready to fall off. All right, so some of you guys are going to be working on one more. You're going to be given a number, and you need to figure out what is one more than that number. Okay? All right, nice job. Whoops. All right, so the rest of you guys have been working on shapes all week, okay? Remember we worked on the word vertices and also sides to describe different shapes. So let's just go over our shapes really quick, everybody. This is called a diamond and a oval, star, pentagon, hexagon, triangle. You guys have a tricycle at your house? How many wheels does it have? I think Chloe's got one. Tricycle. Some of you got them. It has 1, 2, 3 wheels, right? At a tricycle, that tri right there means 3. It does. All right, so there's a triangle, a heart, circle, a square, and a rectangle, okay? Remember the difference between that square and the rectangle? Is the rectangle's got those 2 long sides and the 2 short sides, okay? And I think actually you guys are working on the rectangle in your packet today. So the rectangle, let's just take a look at that a little bit closer. Remember we were talking about vertices, and vertices means corner. Yes, we learned that the word vertices means corner this week. All right, so when we look at that rectangle, okay, let's count how many vertices does it have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, just like the square does. All right, but again, the rectangle's got those 2 long sides and the 2 short sides. Okay, how many sides does a rectangle have? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 vertices and 4 sides in your rectangle. All right, excellent. Well, you guys are excellent. You're good. You're ready to go. And maybe I'll see you on Zoom. We're going to have one more Zoom meeting before spring break. We'll see you in the morning at 10 o'clock for a Zoom meeting. And we'll talk about whatever you guys are up to. I'm going to try to make something with foil tonight because that was my homework assignment given by the students that were on the Zoom meeting this morning. So I'm going to try to go do my homework, and hopefully you got your homework. You're working on it. If you got any questions on it, save them for me when you see me, and you can ask me, okay? All right. Nice hanging out with you guys today, all right? We'll see you soon. Bye-bye. I hope you and your families have a really nice Easter. Be on the lookout for the Easter Bunny. We always, we think that we see his tail. I've never seen him yet, but I have had kids in my class that see his little fluffy tail. So keep an eye out for the Easter Bunny. He'll be here this weekend, hopping around town. He is considered an essential employee, essential worker. So anyway, you guys have a nice Easter. Enjoy your weekend with Mom, Dad, And we'll see you in about a week because it's spring break next week. So we'll see you next week, or maybe if you want to talk to me, write me a note on Seesaw. Type it up. Say hi. I'll say hi back. Okay? You guys, take care. Bye. Happy Easter.